Hello.
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 It's a special post-show headlines today.
Yeah, I'm terrified of this post-show headlines.
Don't be terrified, because our listeners and our viewers of post-show headlines here on our YouTube channel have sent in all the questions for today.
Yeah, but you told me it's about spouses and dating and love.
All kinds of interest.
So I am terrified.
Well, don't worry about love. There's not really questions about love, but there are guys. We have listeners in the audience who are asking us for some advice.
Okay.
And different parts of things like that.
What I say, do the opposite.
But, well, then maybe your advice, you can warn them about that. But like and subscribe and check out everything else that's going on the Fanatics YouTube channel. And we appreciate everybody who's been checking our stuff out.
You guys have been the best. The reason why this keeps on going is because of you, so thank you.
We have 2 Instagrams and 3 X's. So my DMs are open, so people have been sending in questions. And I have alerted everybody today, and I've already heard back from 3 of the people this morning by the end of the show that their questions were going to be used today. So I alert you, your question will be used in this week's show.
Awesome.
So that's how it works.
All right.
Okay, number 1. Why didn't you guys go into TV? Doesn't it pay more? And you guys do not have faces for radio.
Thank you.
And Celia on Instagram sent it to me, and she goes, please don't think I'm thirsty, Celia. But she says she watches us on YouTube, her and her husband.
Thank you, Celia.
And she says all the time to her husband, those two should be on TV. They don't look like radio people. She always heard the term faces for radio. Did you want to do TV?
I never thought about it. I mean, again, my background story is I got drunk and applied to an internship, and here I am 11 years later. Yes. The whole pay scale thing, I don't know, because I've never done. You could speak to that better than I can.
TV used to pay more than radio. Radio pays more than TV in many ways, depending on what you do.
Right. Okay.
TV has become. When I was a young man, I wanted to be. Look, in 8th grade, ESPN began.
Yeah.
So when I went to college, I wanted to be a SportsCenter anchor.
Right.
Because SportsCenter was brand new. It was like, that's what I wanted to do. And then when I got to Temple, I started to do student radio. WRTI was the station at the time. Now it's WHIP.
Yep.
And I got to do radio, got to do talk show, got to do broadcast.
Yeah, you fell in love with it.
I fell in love with the radio because it was freedom.
Yeah. Now, I'm not against doing it. And I did TV. I've had some sit downs and some phone calls about, one day down the road, but I'm not like, look, man, I got to get out of radio to get to TV. Like, I don't think, to me, it's like one's better than the other. I think I may have more fun doing radio than TV because it's 4 hours of opinion. It's 4 hours of us being us.
I've done both. I've never done TV full time. So I've done TV as side gigs and done it for a long time. I find TV much more confining, much less freedom to create what you want to do.
Right.
And it's much more structured, which is not me.
Yeah.
Even though it is me in life, it's not what I want to do when we're doing this.
Right.
So to me, I just do that. But we appreciate the comment, and we do not have faces for radio.
Thank you, Celia.
By the way, she also says that she finds Ricky Batalico very attractive.
Well, he's on TV.
She says that Bill Colarulo is a very handsome man. She says Mike Missinelli has aged like fine wine. How about that?
We're doing well here at the station.
Like at this station, that's pretty good. She complimented.
Notice she didn't say anything about Connor.
No, but she did say that Ray Dunn could date her daughter.
Oh, that's very nice.
So I said to Celia, if your daughter was looking, I would be willing to do an intro.
Are we all invited to the wedding?
We'll have
open
to ask
bar.
Celia. That's open bar.
We
know that. And I told you the other day, the average open bar at a reception in Philadelphia for a 4-hour reception is?
You said $45 a person.
35 to 45.
Okay.
Very good. 35 to 45.
I listen to you.
You do. I appreciate it. There you go.
That was off the air.
That's because I'm already planning for when I have to pay for it. Gentlemen, and by the way, thanks, Celia. Jace in Paoli.
Jace with a J?
Jayce.
I met a Jace last year playing basketball. Never heard of the name Jace my entire life, and now, a year apart, 2
Olivia
Jaces.
Graduated with 2. So it's a younger man's name now. There's a lot of them now.
Like Jax? Like
the
defensive coordinator of the Falcons' son?
Did you get your wife a push present? I'm becoming a first-time dad in August, and Jace loves hearing us talk about parenthood from different perspectives. He loves hearing me talk about having a daughter in college who's getting ready to graduate because it makes him go, oh my gosh, like that could be me one day.
Yeah.
And then he loves hearing you talk about spending time with Coop. By the way, Jace also shared with me, they do not know the sex.
Oh, wow.
They chose not to find out the sex. So
when's the due date?
August.
Congratulations first of all, Jace and your spouse. That's wonderful.
She does not watch the show, by the way.
Okay. Well, congratulations to you, Jace.
Yes, exactly.
I did not. However, I was going to, but Cooper came 6 weeks premature.
And he did.
So because my son was 6 weeks premature, we were moving in the process.
Right, you were.
There was a lot going on and trust me, my wife and I have talked about not that she was like angry. She was just like, oh, okay. So the first Mother's Day gift I hit out of the park.
And you did. With a gift from Family and Company Jewelers.
2 gifts from Family and Company
Well, that's
Jewelers.
even better.
Like I hit a grand slam on the first Mother's Day gift, which was, by the way, 2 months later. Because he was born in March and Mother's Day's in May. So it's not like she had to wait all that long. But no, I would advise you to get a push present, but I did not get one for her because of the 6 weeks premature birth.
I'm going to give you a pointer. I had a wife who did not want a push present. She said, it's our baby. Yeah, I don't need to be given a gift for carrying her. I love to carry.
She did the work.
But I said, you did all the work and everything. So what I did is, at the time I was with a jeweler in Atlanta called Solomon Brothers. Mm-hmm. I had Solomon Brothers create a diamond sapphire necklace for her. That's a pendant necklace. Very simple, but very nice necklace. And that necklace I presented to my wife on the day that Olivia was born. And I gave her a letter with it.
Okay.
I said to her, don't open the letter, open the present. She opened the present. And I said, that piece of jewelry is yours to take care of. And one day, when you decide, you will present it to our daughter.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And you will give our daughter the sealed letter that her dad wrote for her for the day she was born.
Is it still sealed?
It's still sealed.
Wow.
How about that?
Wow.
How about that one for you?
Okay.
So that's just an idea. Just an idea.
Yeah.
And that's a cool idea. And by the way, her friends have said that they hate their husbands because I came up with this really cool thing.
Oh, real quick.
Yes.
Yes or no? I say yes.
What's that?
Does Jace get his wife, fiance, spouse, girlfriend, whatever?
It's his wife.
Your wife, a gift on Mother's Day?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, always.
I know people that didn't.
That's stupid.
Because the baby was not born yet. Yeah. I am in the belief that you do because they are carrying the child. They are mom.
They are your child. Yes. I got her while Christina was and she was just pregnant.
Yeah.
We found out Good Friday.
Oh, okay. So right before Mother's Day.
And she found out, and we did Mother's Day. And then we did Father's Day too. Yep. So definitely celebrate. Beautiful. That. All right, good job, Jason. Congratulations.
Congrats, man.
Aaron in Cherry Hill.
Hello, Aaron.
Him and his new bride are debating something.
Okay.
So I found something. He goes, and I know you guys talk about being married a lot. Mm-hmm. He goes, what does vacation mean to you each? And did you guys ever, amongst spouses, have any debate among it? He is having some debate. That is Aaron and Cherry.
Okay, so yes, different stages of life, though. So my wife has gone to Lithuania twice with me now. That's a vacation, but it's also a lot of family stuff. Our honeymoon and our last vacation, just the two of us, was at an all-inclusive. She does not want to go to an all-inclusive for some time. We've recently been talking about this.
Really?
Because she loves food so much when we go out, trying different foods.
Okay.
And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the all-inclusive meal might be below a certain standard.
Okay.
Considering how much you pay, because you know how much you pay for the
absolutely.
Right? It's not like she's some snob.
Right.
She goes, if we're paying X amount of thousands of dollars to go on this all-inclusive, I would like my meal to be edible. She had at a recent establishment that we went to that was an all-inclusive.
Right.
A dish that I tried, and I'll eat anything.
Right.
That I was even like, yeah, this is pretty bad.
You didn't like
considering how much is spent.
Sure.
So that's our recent debate is where's our next vacation? A, is it with Cooper? B, is it without Cooper? C, is it at an all-inclusive or is it just said Jersey Shore. And there's the other thing. My parents live down the Jersey Shore. So do her parents. She said we should go to a beach vacation just like us, the three of us. I go, it would be weird for me to go to a Jersey Shore location when we have 2 Jersey Shore houses to go to.
See, I could never pay for it. Like, I couldn't imagine.
Right, because I can go somewhere for free. And I get it, the full week.
I get it.
It's not just the 3 of us. It's not just doing the family stuff. I get it. But I can't see myself paying $2,000 to rent a shore house, whatever.
$2,000?
Yeah, however much it is.
When I can 4 or 5.
When I can go to a house.
Yeah, exactly.
So yes, there are debates about vacation.
Okay, well it's strange. I kept the secret from you. The debate that they're having is exactly that.
Oh, right.
The debate they're having is, and it applied to you.
Okay.
They have family who has a shore house.
Okay.
It is the husband's family.
Yes.
So it's his family. It's not the wife's family. So they want to go for a week at the beach, but she doesn't necessarily want to stay with their family.
Right. I love my in-laws. She loves her in-laws. But we're together all the time.
And her family has been invited to come down too, but they don't necessarily feel comfortable going to the other in-laws' house for the week. And
the other thing is now,
and the husband doesn't want to pay for a rental.
Well, that's
at the Jersey Shore. Right. So it's been a little bit of a debate.
But now that there's a 3-year-old also in our life, do we really want to make my parents deal with who they love, Cooper?
Yes.
But they watch him for a day or 2.
Exactly. Now, you know
when he's there for a full week, he takes over their toilet. He takes over the cabinet, all this kind of stuff. There's a mess everywhere.
Too much.
Yeah, so I hear you. I would not pay for a shore house when I could go to 2 shore houses. So we're trying to find a different type of vacation.
Scott on X in Berwyn. Scott in Berwyn says he's getting married in July.
Congratulations.
What is your best marriage advice? I would share with you what Dan Reeves, a legendary coach in the NFL, shared it with me when I was getting married. He said, John, marriage is, if anyone tells you it's 50-50, they're lying. Marriage is 100-100. Because if you're 50% committed, it will fail every time. He said, so be 100% committed every day.
Okay, I love that.
He said, because if you're 50% committed, if it's 50-50, marriage will absolutely fail.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of my best.
That's marital advice.
Obviously, listening is important. I mean, I think that's kind of.
What'd you say?
Listening.
Oh,
I think that's kind of a given. Something I've noticed recently. I'm very outgoing. Maybe not like to a bar, but I play my Sunday League baseball.
Right.
I play Wednesday pickup.
Sure.
Obviously, I'm at work every day, and I also work weekends sometimes. Football season, this ESPN gig that I've been doing. There are some days where I need to try to kick her out of the house to go do something.
Yes.
Don't make them feel like they're the one that's always at the home and you're the one that's always going.
You know, you can schedule those for her.
I
used to do that.
Done certain things like that. Yes.
I'm taking Cooper Saturday afternoons free.
And a lot of it is because of our child and our child's obsession of his mom, right? Mama's boy.
Sure, absolutely.
So there are some days where I have to be like, hey, we don't have anything on Saturday. I know normally you'd like to spend time, the 3 of us. Why don't you text your friends?
Yes. Go do something.
Try to, and then by the way, then it's better for you so that when you do go out, you don't feel bad.
Yes.
Right? Like I would love to golf 3 days a week. So I'm not going to.
But you feel that way.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Kevin on Instagram asked this question. I think it's always a fun one. And I picked this one because it's a story that I can always win.
Okay.
What is your weirdest ex-girlfriend story?
Oh, I think I know what your story is.
You know mine, I think. You might have heard it.
Like run-in with ex-girlfriend or like the...
Weirdest ex-girlfriend story. Can be anything. Like the weirdest ex-girlfriend story that you're willing to share. Do you want me to share? Bobby Sue Coball?
Go ahead. You go
Yeah,
first.
my college girlfriend. My first serious college girlfriend, Bobby Sue Coball at Temple University. I was in love. I thought she was like...
She was the one.
Well, I mean, it was my first major, romance. Well, little did I know that romance fell apart because I thought the girl was maniacal. But what it ended up being is that she ended up being maniacal. She's actually in prison in the New York prison system because she solicited murder. and she hired a hitman. And she not only hired the hitman to kill a business rival, she then went to the spot to watch him be killed.
Oh my God, I didn't remember that part.
And I can, well, what I'll do is I'll send you the link so you can watch the 30-minute episode of Main Street Mysteries where they focused on her and showed her story. She murdered somebody, but she hired the hitman and went and watched because she wanted to see him die. She wanted them to know that
you win.
I killed you. Yeah, I can never lose that one.
And
you didn't have anybody else?
No, like I don't want to be disrespectful because like I was young dating some of these girls. You know what I mean? Like
I was 18, 19 with her.
No, I know, but
she's evil.
Like the weird stuff is childish.
Oh, childish stuff.
Whereas yours literally
she's evil.
In prison because of solicitation of murder. And I don't have that.
And the weird thing is, she went on to be a really successful woman, became a millionaire. Like she was a great business mind. We would have been a tremendous power couple.
Yeah, you would have.
But literally, she became a murderer. So it didn't work out. But you know what? It always works out post-show headlines.
Yes.
Like, subscribe. We will not have a post-show headlines tomorrow because we are going to golf.
Yes, we're golfing
But we'll be back on Monday with a special Cinco de Mayo edition of post-show headlines.
What's so special about it?
I don't know. All the questions will be in Spanish.
I'll have a Cinco de Mayo story for you.
There you go.
I had a final on Cinco de Mayo once.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe. We'll talk to you Monday. Hey, guys. Andrew Salciunas from Kincade and Salciunas. Thank you for checking out all of our stuff on YouTube. Make sure you click, subscribe on everything that you see. And, of course, you can see everything from our YouTube feed. Full shows, interviews, when John's being an idiot, which is like 15 times a day. So make sure you check out all of our stuff on YouTube. We appreciate it.